Alrighty, guys, there we go. We are now live on YouTube here as well. So I hope everyone's going to have a great day here today. Welcome to Day Trade Friday with Breaking Chart Alerts. I'm Dave Santarelli. Guys, should have a great day here for some day trading. So we got options expiring here today. Today's obviously June 17th, Friday, so we are going to be looking at some SPY day trades here. I was looking at Snapchat, thinking about possibly getting a swing trade on Snapchat, picking up some shares, selling some covered calls against it, holding on to it for the long term there. And this stock was just at 80 bucks a share. It's at $12 right now, so I was thinking about doing something with that. And we got opening bell here in a couple of seconds, about 20 more seconds. So we'll be focusing here on SPY. I'll be calling out the trades. I'll let you know when we're ready to make the trades. I'll let you know, what order I have ready to go here. I'll be making the trades on the iMac, and I'll be going over the charts here and breaking news here with you guys on the screen here. So I'll switch that over to the screen now, and we will get ready. Opening bell is here. Good luck, everyone, and have a great day.
Well built.
Alrighty. Let's go, guys.
We'll
We'll give SPY first 15 minutes as we always do until that 9:45 candle. Let's put this on a today 1 minute chart. Let me get logged into TD here.
There's a well built spiking 2371 on that.
Alrighty, so we are good to go, guys. I'm going to get a trade ready. I'm just going to get the option order ready to go here. We'll be looking at SPY, SPY, and I'm going to start off with trades about 5,000, and then we'll move up to about 10,000 here as we go. So right now, if I'm going to be doing a trade, I'm probably going to be looking around the 367-ish. But like I said, we're going to be waiting until 9:45. It's only 9:31. So as far as contracts go, let's see what they're going for here. For the June 17th, 367s. Okay, so the calls there for the 367s are going for a bid of 258 and ask of 266. Got about a 4-cent spread there. So, going to be watching SPY here, seeing what it's doing. 3-month daily chart. As you guys could see, it's coming up off the lows from yesterday. We had new 52-week lows there on SPY. So, we're watching that here today. And going to take advantage of some moves here. Zooming it out a little bit there. So here's obviously today, 9:31. Here's yesterday's moves here going into the end of the day. So I'm looking to see if we could break above and get a body above that 367. If we do, I think there's a good shot that we could quickly climb up to that 370. We start to pull back here, I think there's a chance we're going to see that 360 today. So I think between 360 and around 370 is going to be the main target here. If we get to 370 early, we may see that 375. So our focus today is going to be on day trades here on SPY. We're going to look for some quick scalps in and out. These trades are going to be anywhere from a few seconds up to about 10 minutes tops. So be ready for that. That's why I say have your orders ready to go here once we're calling them out if you're going to be trading with us. And just be ready to go. I'm watching Qs over there almost at highs of the day. Qs are having a nice little breakout here. Watching SPY. Forgot to send out the app alert. We're live, so I'm sending that out now.
Yeah, well, that's a reference yesterday. We don't know if the Swiss National Bank was selling any stocks.
I mean, today may be a day where when everyone just says, oh, the horse is down, maybe maybe that's a day, watch it go, be watch out.
Look at the high yield index. It is worth discussing the financing markets. They're getting tougher. They're getting tougher. Not a surprise. Of course, it's not a surprise. There are a number of deals out there. I know people want to focus on coals. It's a sort of a unique financing given how much real estate they have. They're still trying to plow through that. But nothing's easy.
SPY is starting to break out nicely there, guys. I'm liking the looks of that. Looking pretty good. Yesterday we had some really nice gains on those day trades we did in the afternoon and morning. Here we go, starting to break out here.
Entertainment?
Charter.
Really?
I don't know.
No, that's true. I just told you this
You did. You did. But my short-term memory hasn't gone because I remembered to
All I
all
know
those
is that my
things.
wife just said you're a dead man for mentioning the Baconator again.
Me.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys, starting to get that climb here. I'm going to get these orders ready to go. Let's take a look. They're going for about 285 for the 367 strike. I'm going to go out to the 368 strike call. Contracts, we'll do about 20 for now. I'll do 25 contracts. I'm just getting it ready to go. If we start breaking above that 360, 367.50, I'm going to be jumping in there.
But a difficult financing market can make that a lot harder.
Okay, again, that is for the June 17th 368 strike call. I'm just getting that ready to go here and looking for that. Here we go. We got that moved. Let's look and see where that next resistance is for some possible profits. Right there around 368.57 it'd be a nice area. I want to see if we could hold above that 367.50.
But it's funny to see you compared to 2008. Not people are doing that.
I know. They want to, but it's not. Most of them are
S&P 500 up 0.3% after the open. Nasdaq up 0.8%. Dow Jones flat.
Younger investors, younger asset allocators who are in their 30s who were not working in 07.
Now, do they have an allocation for Bitcoin? And what's the margin rate?
I'm getting ready to go. All I have to do is hit place order on this trade. I'm waiting to see if it's going to hold that 367.50 on this next candle here. If it does, I'm placing this trade. I'll look for a quick scalp. So I'm getting ready to go here, getting ready to place the trade if we hold above that 367.50. Just watching.
You know, it's like Bernanke could have done it.
Qs are still breaking out nicely.
Put down for a house, but they didn't do that. They have power to do this stuff, but they always claim that they don't.
Waiting to see if we're going to break that 367.50.
Meanwhile, the former president claimed he had the power to.
I have that 368 strike call ready to go for today's expo if we break that 367.50. Waiting and watching here, seeing if it's going to break. Hold that candle with the body above that 367.50 resistance going back from yesterday afternoon there.
That Dogecoin is down 95% from when Elon went on SNL. By the way, the Elon meeting yesterday was very kind.
So for about 25 contracts, it's about 5,400, 5,500 if we start to get a climb here and start to break out. So that's how much those 25 contracts are going for. They're going for a bid of 208 and ask of 212 now. So I'm watching to see what SPY is going to do at this 10-day simple moving average here. Watching, see if it's going to hold. If it holds, start that climb. I'm probably going to be placing this order here.
And how much work he had done, and how kind he was. And they were kind of surprised that he wasn't arrogant at all.
I'm watching Qs at the same time over to the right. That's at 274.05. SPY's pulling back down to that 10 again. So no confirmation for entry just yet. And it's still not even 9:45, 9:37, 7 minutes in. But SPY wants to hold that 10 so far and start that next breakout. So if it does start to climb, I'd like to jump in early here and capture that nice gain.
He can get on the assembly line anywhere and spot anything that is potentially needs to be done.
Still holding above that 10 right now. So waiting to place the order right here. Got my button, my thing on it. There we go. SPY's starting to get a little bit of a climb. Watching here this candle. What are we going to do at that 10?
Who has that insight? I'm the one who told him that insight.
That's great. I think
Starting to get a little bit of a climb again. Always be ready with that order entry.
he's going to follow through and buy this company for $44 billion.
Okay, that's fine.
Most of which is in his most of which is in cash.
That's
By the way, cash for a guy whose net worth is still
Consolidating still. Candles side by side for the past 3 minutes.
Tesla was $1 trillion company.
By the way, Adam Jonas, Morgan Stanley, has a note today about the auto business in a recession. He writes,
Pulling back there a bit.
no other auto CEO has run the
Right back down to that 10.
In our view, this could change prior to Q2 earnings season. He mentions
Notice how that body, the wick got below that 10. The body's holding above it so far. Starting to get a climb there again. Get ready. Waiting to see it break that resistance. If it's going to at that 367.50.
I don't know. But did you see that Tesla is potentially going to raise prices significantly? Yeah, I mean, perhaps as much as 6.
Not much happening yet.
That's not exactly a forever.
No, he does have
If we are, which it's not clear that we are, but it's possible that we are, and certainly he even intimated you'd think that he would try, you know, that's not easy, but maybe the demand will still be there.
I think there will be because you can't.
Candles still side by side for 4 minutes here. Consolidation. Starting to pull back a little bit here. And then when it pulls back, you get that quick climb again. There she goes. She's starting to climb again. Getting ready to go with this order in case we start that next climb. I'm watching Q's over to the right here as well. Q's are at 273.78, so Q's pulled back quite a bit there. She was nearing 275, but Q's are starting to get a climb now. There goes Spy. Spy's starting to get a little bit of a climb here as well. Gonna get ready here. Q's are getting a nice little breakout there. Let's see if Spy is gonna hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles side by side here with Spy now. Starting to break out with Spy. Getting right up to that resistance again at that 367.50. All right, I'm entering the trade. I am in the trade at 229. I'm filled at 229. Got a nice breakout there. Already up nicely on that trade.
Millions and millions.
Nice climb on Spy. She's at 245 right now. 247, 249. I'm going to sell it. And what am I out at? Takes a while here to sell that thing here. Come on. All right, I'm out at 238. So I made 9 cents a contract. Times that by 9 times 25. And we made $225 on that trade. Very nice. Scott. She's still breaking out. Look at it going now. Another nice breakout there. But here is our first day trade of the day. Let me post this in the room here. So in at 238, out at 229. 2.38, divide that by 2.29. That is a 4% gain.
I think these companies are rather amazing at their all right. I think Meta's going to have to report.
So then why not back up the truck?
And that trade lasted a total of
3-year time horizon.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
27 seconds.
Any doubt that, I mean, we mentioned the mega cap tech selling yesterday, but it's outperforming the equal weight S&P last few days. Do you have any doubt that mega cap tech bounces first?
I think Megatech is trying to put in a bottom. I think I asked that question of Meg. Can you imagine what these stocks would do if President Xi were to join the Council of Nations and actually be in favor of the vaccine? I mean, do you think any of these stocks, even if Alphabet isn't even in China, the stock bottom goes up 10%? We're all keying on, we're all kind of, I don't know why more people don't talk about how the fact that China has got us hostage with semis, and it turned out that Russia had food. That was all you needed to be a great power, is to have food.
Putin's speech today is pretty chilling.
Yes.
The notion that the West thinks they are the...
Alrighty, guys, there we go. Let me post this picture in the trade room for you guys. That was a heck of a nice trade. We ended that trade with a profit of, let me see. Here's that trade right there. We had a profit there of 3.93% gain, and you can see right down here we were in that trade for about, what, 940, and here's the seconds, and so we were in that trade about 27 seconds. 27 seconds in that trade. And net profit on that trade for 27 seconds was $225. There we go. We got Q's breaking out now. Let's look for that next entry here, guys. It's Day Trade Friday, so let's keep it going. Nice gain there to start the morning, though, guys. How many of you guys were in and out of that trade? All right, let me go over. I'm going to get ready to go with another trade here. Options.
Bluebird Bio halted on
Maybe
a
the week's
circuit
gonna
you
breaker.
in?
While the
Yeah,
unit was
they
echo.
rejected me. I don't know what I did wrong, but
Do you need help there?
no, I think I'm good this time.
Oh, that was a nice gain there, bro.
I know.
In Munich. Commemorating
Okay, expiration June 17th.
All right.
We'll bump it up to the 369 strike call.
cut out Ukraine. Would that be unbelievable? Remember they cut out the checks? Venice was a
Market order.
president. They cut him out in Munich. Can you imagine if they cut out Zelensky in the four-power meeting?
And I'm just going to have that ready to go here in case we start that breakout. It's for the 369 June 17th call on SPY here. Not making the trade yet. Like I said, I'm just watching to see if we're going to get that next climb. If we do, I'm going to hit place order. I got this order ready to go. It's for 30 contracts to SPY, June 17th, 369 call. Like I said, don't go on how many contracts I'm buying. Watch that options, positions, and sizing video I have on the education section on the website. I'm ready to go on this trade. All I have to do is hit place trade. Waiting for it to break out of this area of resistance right here. This is going to be right around that 368.75-ish area. So I'm waiting for that. All I have to do is hit place trade. We break out of that resistance there. I'm looking for another quick scalp.
EKE Holdings hitting new highs on volume, $16.48, up 10%. That's Bravo Echo, Kilo Echo.
Will Chamberlain's high school.
On much more,
Congrats to Steph Curry, by the way.
yes.
Tesla at the high. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha. Tesla.
Tesla's at the highs of the day.
41 cents. Tesla shares up about 3%. XPEV Xpeng.
All I have to do, guys, is hit place order here. I'm ready to go.
Also hitting new highs. Report earlier of a subsidy from the Shanghai.
Waiting for that breakout above that resistance.
For
Looks like it wants to do it here.
vehicles.
So I see this go up. Merck has a relationship with them every day.
What's the symbol, Jim, so that they can bring it up?
MC shares popping here
Right? Yeah.
on volume. Alpha Michael Charlie, $12.70, up 7.5%.
Every single day. Merck has a big piece.
Still consolidating. You guys see that consolidation zone, right? Can you guys see that, or you guys want me to draw it there for you?
Merck is a large company, yes. Is that the name that you are positing the consumer?
I'm watching Q's over to the right here as well. I want to see general market breakout above this consolidation area.
Adobe is not going down any more than 15. And 3 is an Apple. The Times has been talking about being flat to being up big. And that may be, remember, we got a piece today, kind of an old times piece.
So like I said, I got this trade ready to go for the June 17th 369 strike call. All I got to do is hit place trade. Waiting for that signal. I'm watching Q's and SPY here.
Actually, this new premier services roadblocks with the downgrade today, Jim. Out of Truist, they go to hold. You see what they say? 2029 outperform.
Can we get
Keep getting ready to place it, and then I
outperform lately? They're upgrading.
pull away.
No, I need
Got that.
GameStop,
Let me show you here. Let me circle it.
32.87, up 5.25%.
There's that consolidation area.
BLUE resumed
So that's what
trading.
I'm watching for here.
Bluebird Bio,
A break
Tokyo
above
Diane Financial resumed trading.
Is Rocket already gone?
or below.
When that thing came public,
That's what I'm looking for and asking myself here. So break above it, that's where I'd be looking to enter into this trade.
and you're a champion of that CEO.
No, Dan Gilbert, that's for.
No, not Dan Gilbert, the CEO of
No, but
Rocket.
I'm saying when Dan Gilbert stock started.
Yes.
Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert.
Bluebird shares hitting just under $4 now, up 30%.
Been a long way to get. Houston, we have a problem.
Have you seen the nail ETF? This is leveraged home building, down 45% in 5 days.
Pulling back from that consolidation box, so now I do not play this trade. I could save it though, ready to go here in case we start that breakout, but for right now it's pulling back below it. So now I'm just watching the market and analyzing the chart here. Waiting for that next signal. Might still get it here because we didn't get a confirmation candle below that 10. You know, this green, if this is a green candle, that could add, that could end right up here by the end of that candle, the end of that minute. So that's why you look for that confirmation candle right there. So far, 1 for 1 with day trades.
Peter Square, the June 62 calls active on Sandy, Quebec.
Others as well, underweight.
Now, there's no, do you know that there's no firm recommending toll right now, no major firm, and that there are more sells than there are there's equal number of sells and holds. Look at that, Toll Brothers.
Right.
Will you look at that?
I am looking.
Now's the time to sell Toll. Now's the time to bet against yearly.
Let's see if it's going to start that climb here again.
With a name like us,
It's got to
it's
be
got a
good.
smucker.
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls, not baconator.
It's going for about $1.94 by $1.95, 190 by 193. Getting ready.
China stocks pulling back
Nope,
now.
still not breaking out yet.
Yeah,
We're ready to go though.
earlier following reports.
Watching Q's over there. Q's are holding that 20 pretty well and getting a decent climb here. See if SPY's going to do the same.
In the pre-market now at 106.62. That's Bravo Alpha, other China stocks pulling back as well.
China stocks are pulling back there for some reason. I didn't hear the whole.
EV stocks.
I didn't hear the whole reason why there. SPY's starting to break out. Here we go. Let's get this ready to go. We start to climb above this 10 here. I'd probably place this trade. Like I said, it's going to be a quick scalp.
Choosing T-Mobile is like paying for this.
Nice little breakout there. All right, markets are climbing. I'm in. Q's just broke out, hit new highs of the day there. I'm in at, let's see,
So your family saves 20% versus the other guys.
filled at $2.16.
Even more ways to
$2.16.
APL, Apple hitting the high of the day. Apple up about 1.75%. Alpha Papa Lima.
Starting route. Technology helps us navigate to work. Go straight. But to navigate the complexities of modern work, turn left. You need more than technology.
Apple's at highs of the day there.
Hey Dave, I'm in. How do you get out of these exactly once you're in them? Where do you go?
Just sell right there.
Right here.
Yeah, so when you hover over that, see where it says sell?
Cool. Alright, cool.
And then you're going to do market.
SBCE, Virgin Atlantic,
So you can
hitting
hit
new high,
sell right now.
$6.20.
Then hit order type,
Up
market.
6.75% now.
Yep.
Slowly echo.
Here we go. Another nice breakout there. 220, 222, 224. I'm going to exit. Nice breakout. I'm out at 229. That was $13 a contract on 30 contracts. 30 times 13. That was $390 profit right there. And that was another nice, great scalp right there. Let me share that with you guys. And she's still climbing. That's what always happens, Dylan. I get out early, but you know what? I'm happy with a gain. A gain is a gain. 2.29. Divide that by 2.16. That was a 6% gain.
Putin says Russia has
6.02%.
hypersonic missiles that no one else has.
Our business is to keep business going. Buy online, pick up in store, or get free.
We were in that trade for quite a while, though. We were in that trade for a minute and 7 seconds.
Coming up at 10 a.m., the U.S. leading index.
Find new workspaces, find new roads. Chevrolet. Make sure you're in love with your next ride with our 30-day money-back guarantee. CarMax, car buying reimagined.
Let's see. So what did I make there? 13 times 30, 390.
Dow's up 200. We reclaimed 30K. S&P's back above 3,700. Look at the week-to-date gainers. Most of them related to either dividend hikes, M&A, or earnings. You got FedEx leading here. Duke Realty's in there as well. Oracle also.
There we go. Let me share that in the trade room.
Cisco, Monster Beverage.
Man, she's still breaking out there. Should have held on a little bit
Politico
longer.
reporting Amazon CEO urging senators.
How
to
did I do
oppose
that
antitrust
before with that?
You enter the house
That's
of
from
sun,
Bloomberg.
the options are endless.
Huh.
Because sometimes
Let's
you
see.
want to feel bold. You want all eyes on you. Other times you want to create a whole new you, to reinvent yourself. So whether you're all dressed up and on the move, or you're relaxed and just living in the moment, at Sunrise
Yes,
House,
Daenerys,
there's a
Daenerys.
for every version of you.
And NRG Energia Argentina signed agreement for supply of welded pipes for construction gas pipeline in Argentina. That's Tango Sandy.
Alex and Julie are so fast, so strong. Yoplait with calcium to help build strong bones and play long.
A Hall of Fame sway. Like Capital Group's new ETFs, there's so much behind it.
There we go. That's the one I want.
Honing your skills, dealing with curveballs, and having a whole team behind you. Introducing actively managed ETFs.
All right, there we go, guys. There was that second day trade right there. She's still breaking out there. What's it at right now? We were out at 229. We were in at $2.16 right here. So let me get this up. And this is what we're going to be doing each day as a team here now. Look at that. So here's the price. We were in at 216, out at 229. So remember, each one of these, there's 100 shares per contract, so you have to multiply that by 100. So I had a, let's see, 30 contracts times $216. That was a, this was a $6,480 trade. And then we close it here, 30 times 229. Close that out for 6,870. So that leaves you with a net profit 6,870 minus 6,480. That's that $390 profit. And right over here you can see the time we were in that trade from 9:50 to 9:51 there. So we're in that trade for 1 minute. We made $390 on the second trade. So we are now 2 for 2 for day trades. And that first trade we locked in a profit of, let me see, what was it there? $225. So we have $225 from the first trade plus $390 from this second trade for a total of $615 so far total. And what time is it? It's only 9:56, not even a half hour into the day. So we are, 26 minutes in. So in 26 minutes total there, we made $615 just scalping using the trade plan. That's what I mean about discipline, patience, and good, quick entries and exits there.
This is the kind of research you get when we're going through like Toll Brothers. I just don't think it's a lot of value added. Stocks stand big.
Okay, so now let's get that gone, and let's look for that next breakout. It looks like we're going to have another nice run here, so let's get that option chain ready to go. Again, that is going to be for, let's see here, I'll put the trade one here just so you guys can see. SPY. Okay, that's going to be for Call Expo. June 17th here, and that would be for the 370 we'd be looking for, and that's going for about $1.69 now. So if we start to climb, notice how it's been using, right between that 1020 here as that area of support. On SPY right here, you can see it's been coming right down to about 368-ish to 367.90-ish. Right now it might come down to that blue around 368.38. So if we hold that blue, get a green candle confirmation, I'm going to look for a quick scalp there. And this will be for a market order, and I'm going to be probably doing about 40 contracts here. Let's see, 170 times 40. That'd be about a $6,800 trade. So I'm going to get the option ready to go, see how we're so far holding that 20. So I'm watching that.
Duo shares pulling back here, 59.40, trading at the lows again.
Expiration June 17th, 370.
And hitting new lows.
And I'm just going to get that ready to go in case we start to climb here. Not placing the trade yet, watching the trade. How many contracts did you have on that last trade?
Just one for the moment.
Just one? You sold it?
Yeah,
sold it with us?
it was good. Yeah, I got profit on it.
Good job. What was your
It's been a while
percentage
since
gain?
I've traded options.
Yeah. So what was your entry and exit point? Did you
I use money check.
Okay, let me help you quick
Trade
here.
near the highs on
So take a look.
$1,500
So you're on TD Ameritrade.
subsidy
I say we do.
reported
So
for
you
Shanghai.
go to
For Bundling made easy. Go to geico.com.
It's called self-care.
Be quiet. When it comes to Judge Madness, it's Spanish.
Where's your order?
You can't. Everybody else. Whatever.
Ice cream, man.
A dick.
Okay.
All rise for E's new series, Madness, Family Madness, June 19, only on E.
I got it. I was in and out with you. You saw it, so. Just unaware. Hey. No, those are all old. I did. My account went up.
News is happening. Look at what's making headlines around the world. We're coming on the
Thing.
This is a significant moment.
whenever it happens.
Okay, let's see. Starting to get that little bit of a climb out that 20. I'm getting ready just in case, but Qs are holding below that 20 right now. So
There you go. Is this what you're looking
Fed's
for?
George says Fed
Is this what you're looking for? These two right here?
75 basis point
Yes,
rate
there you go.
rise
So,
added uncertainty
what was the
to the
price?
economy.
So Phil.
Fed's George says FOMC dissent over speed of rate rise chose by officials.
So what was the price there that you paid?
George was sole dissenting
Tell me
vote.
the price.
It's weird. No, it's not.
Slide over. See, you could add a column here to show you.
U.S. Conference Board May leading index minus 0.4%.
Click one of those. Yeah, customize. There you go. Price.
Right here?
Yeah.
The estimate was minus 4.4%, previous minus 0.4%.
I don't know what that means.
That's your market order. Okay, then go to cost. Add cost there.
Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. Rick Santelli here with the last of the breaking
price
news before
paid.
this 3-day holiday weekend. We're awaiting the May read for leading
just scroll
economic
down there, let me see
indicators.
what they
I
got.
don't see it crossing the wires yet. We're expecting a number down 0.4% and down 0.4, hitting the wires, and that means we now have back-to-back negative months.
If you want, we should
Minus
do something
0.3
later.
last
Otherwise,
month,
I'm
minus
gonna do
0.4
zero.
this
Add
month.
details,
We
yeah,
have to go
let's see
back
if
to
that does
March and
anything.
April of 2020 to find back-to-back negatives on leading economic indicators. Do note that all yields in the Treasury complex are well below the intraday high yields on
Oh,
Tuesday.
SPY's pulling back nicely there.
Today's rates.
Probably gonna be able to do another nice day trade.
Carl, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you very much. Rick Santelli. Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to another hour of Squawk on the Street. I'm Carl K. Today with David Faber, live at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Morgan Brennan is on maternity leave. Got some gains. A little bit of choppy here, but Dow's up 86. Yields
Oh, I
up
see.
4.
I see. Go to
It's
go to
quad
right
rich
here.
and, of course, a long weekend coming at us.
We are 30 minutes into the trading session. Here are 3 names that we're keeping an eye on this morning. We'll start with Alibaba.
I was
This
down
is our
here,
surging
$2.
report that China Central Bank has
There you
approved Ant Group's
Price
application
227.
to form a financial
216,
holding
217.
company which
11 bucks
provides
on that.
hopes
You know what I'm saying?
of a
What is the
possible
percent gain?
IPO. They
2.27.
have
Divide that
33%
by
of which Alibaba
what-
owns.
what were you in
Another
at?
name rallying this morning is US
216.
Steel. Letter X is showing better than expected.
See, that's over a 5% gain right there.
See it there. Stock is
You
up
know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, that's what I mean about options. It's amazing. Now just imagine once you start doing, 10 grand a trade.
I mean, I got more money I can put into this. This is
Oh
just-
yeah, you got to learn it first. Now, did you know that E-Trade you can make the virtual trading live there, so it's not 15-minute delayed.
I can do that.
One of our new members, Dave, just called them up. I told him to call them up. He made it live, so it doesn't lag. But you just traded live, right? Or was that
No, this is live.
that was live? Real money?
Yeah.
Good job. Nice job.
Yeah, because I have that with TD Ameritrade as well too on Thinkorswim. I have real time with demo trading and real time with live.
Oh, nice. Oh, you can do the real time
Yeah,
on
because I'm
Thinkorswim
approved, I'm
too.
approved up to level 2 options trading. I can do advanced options trading through.
Do you
my
have
TV.
the Thinkorswim platform?
Yes, what that was just now.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute about that.
Yeah, I
All right, let's see what SPY is going to do here at that 50. That's coming down. I want to look for that next day trade here. So far,
FERG, Ferguson, shares getting a pop here on heavy volume.
what's that?
Beta Bill says Ferguson
20 to 50
rumored that the company could be involved in a corporation transaction.
Dave, when you say you see the June 2022, that's probably the monthly expo right there.
Has moved around an awful lot. It has been above 4%. And Rick was just talking about the volatility in the fixed income market. And you guys know, like the back of
There's a Ferguson up about 2.75%.
Let's see what SPY is going to do here. I might pick this up on this dip. 2 for 2 so far today, guys. Nicely done. Let's see, options. How many of you guys got into those trades, in and out of those trades?
What she's saying, unsettling in a way that 75 basis points.
2 for 2 with those trades. They were nice.
50, I don't know, Steve.
I mean, I think that, you know, it's better.
Were any of you guys in and out of those trades with us yet?
The Fed's transmission mechanism to have a clear idea of what's going to happen. You know, we learned.
Captain Thomas said he's 1 for 1. All right, SPY's climbing off that 50 here. Let's see if we can get a quick scalp. Hayden said 2. He's in for 2 for 2. He hasn't been around for a while, so he got in and out of those nicely. Good job there, Hayden.
Minneapolis Fed's cash. Gary says I supported 75 basis points.
Now see SPY consolidated for 4 candles there. Now it's breaking below that consolidation box. So, you know, you could be possibly looking for a scalp here on SPY. I'm just waiting here and seeing what I'm going to do. I'm waiting for that next move. 2 for 2 so far, and it's only 15 minutes into the day. We started around, what, 9:45? You know, and it's a little after 10 now, 5 after 10. So I'm happy with that. We got, what, $610 in gains so far today? I forget what I said. Was it 510 or 610?
We're in the sixes.
Sixes?
As he said, yes, trying to rebound, as many know, still an extremely ugly week, month, year for this.
And that's really easy to do. You see what I mean? I mean, you're just waiting. If you're disciplined, you could scalp the shit out of these options here on Expo Day for 5%. And I mean, you know, you got, you know, I mean, just put 10,000 on one of those trades there. A quick $500, just waiting for the right setup. And you see, they're literally, what, they're 27 seconds in those trades? You know, so it's great.
Operational. That is to say, mostly out of its control. Forex headwinds, volatility, and war, those were the factors weighing.
Now, if there was a catalyst that told me, hey, the markets are going to continue that climb, then I'd stay in that trade longer. You know, but for there was no news. It was just having a little breakout above that resistance, above that consolidation area. So I'm like, yeah, let me just scalp it quick.
Policy somewhat in 2024.
Yesterday on Tech Check, we had Microsoft's Chief Commercial Officer, Justin Althoff. He said that in an economic
SPY's going to have a move here anyway. It's consolidating right at that 50. You got consolidation right here on these past few candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like it wants to start to get that climb. So let's see here.
another theme for technology stocks.
Expiration June 17th.
What some see as the next shoe to potentially drop for technology.
If it starts to break out, I'm ready to go with that 370 strike call for today's expo. Okay, guys? If she starts climbing above that 10-day simple moving average, that's what I'm going to be looking to enter here. 370 strike call for today's expo.
If higher or supply side does not improve, might need to continue
Not as necessarily lowering of
raising rates beyond what currently is forecast.
the call that will give us a sense as to what they're expecting.
Yeah, it feels like for a lot of these software companies and cloud companies, analysts are really concerned with the demand side because they fear
Not breaking above that 10 yet.
another problem. Shotun Ryan
Sharp pullback right down to that 367 support from going into earlier this morning. So that's going to be your major support there for the day. If it breaks below that support there, you're going to be looking to take out that 365 here again today. So right now, that's what I'm watching for right here. If it starts to pull back, I'll be looking for some puts here. I had that 370 strike call ready to go if we did break above that 10-day simple moving average, but it didn't do yet. It didn't do it yet here. So waiting on that 370 strike call here. Waiting to go on that. If we break above that 367.50 and a candle with body above that yellow 10. That's what I'm going to be looking at for this next entry on that 3rd day trade. When you start breaking below this 367, though, you're going to see a sharper pullback here and some new lows of the day, most likely.
From JP Morgan on the 14th of next month.
Watching to see what this candle's going to do here.
Until then.
Been consolidating candles side by side with a little bit of a downtrend here, holding below that 10. So I keeping that in mind right there. I'm watching what we're going to do right here. Keeping an eye on that chart. You know, it's definitely in BDM there. You got that 10 that crossed below that 20. So keep that in mind. I'm just looking to see if we just had a little bit of a pullback there and then going to start that next climb, or if we're going to be looking to take out new lows here. Market's still up 0.5% here.
Shares of AMD.
Nasdaq's up 1.24%, up 131 points.
Michael Delta. CMRA, Camaro Life Sciences, granted U.S. patent. Excipient compounds for protein.
SPY still pulling back there. You're probably going to end up seeing some new lows of the day there. And you're probably going to be looking at that 366 as that next support there. So let's just have our option chains ready to go here, waiting for that next entry. Our trade plan is going to give us that signal.
Powell really seemed to make it clear that it's about CPI and UMISH, and without those two being convincing and clear, I guess the market doesn't have the green light.
That's right. We're actually thinking that this is likely to be a faster economic cycle than average and much shorter than the two most recent cycles. And the Fed, as you mentioned, until we get a rollover in CPI, some improvement in consumer sentiment, they're likely to have to keep raising interest rates. So we think they'll go further this time than they have in recent hiking cycles. And that means that markets are likely to be fragile here in the interim. So we're telling investors that they need to be patient here. We think long-term investors need to continue to diversify beyond traditional fixed income and traditional equities into things like commodities and hedge funds, and that use rebalancing to manage risk. And if they have extra cash,
She looks like she wants to break down here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Notice how the body, wicks, you know, just about everything's holding below that yellow 10-day simple moving average here on the today 1 minute chart on SPY.
Diversifying into a hedge fund? Did I just hear you say that? How's that going to help?
Yeah, well, hedge funds can make money in negative markets and positive markets. So for those investors who qualify for hedge funds, we do think they can be good diversifying strategies within the context.
David, you should be seeing today's expo.
Fixed income and commodities.
One of the landmines that we're going to have to look out for in the coming weeks, Mira, are pre-announcements.
Did you find it?
And the degree to which earnings expectations get reined in. How would you characterize the level of risk surrounding that?
There is some degree of risk because people hear negative sentiment from CEOs and management companies and worry about the path ahead for demand and worry about how much companies can defend their
EABA,
margins.
Alibaba shares making new lows. Bravo Alpha, Alibaba shares up.
Yeah, Dave, so June 22, that's the monthly expo. Scroll down a little bit more on that. You'll see July 22 will be the same. The third Friday of every month is normal monthly expiration. So, you know, the only time you'll see the other dates like 21, 22, 24, 27, 29, those are going to be dates that, you know, are expiration dates for weekly. When it says just June and then the year, that is monthly expiration. If it has month, date, and year right there, then that's going to be a weekly expo. SPY's starting to break out here, so I'm going to get this ready to go just in case.
You said 370 strike or 368?
I was thinking about the I'm going to do the 369 now, I think.
At the bid.
Yeah, 369 looks a little better.
Victor.
But I'm not entering it yet. I got to see that body above that 367.50. Are you watching the chart over there too?
Oh, yeah, I got 1, 5, and 15.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice setup there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Dave, you understand that now?
With the VIX paying now spiking to the highs 2807. Again, that earlier subsidy news out of China.
All right, let's see.
Sometimes the news can be difficult and
Wants to pull back.
to understand.
Ukraine and Russia. You don't understand what's going on.
So to help make sense, but we've created a newscast just for them. We hope your family will watch Nightly News Kids Edition.
This is going to take all day. And I have big plans, brunch, bubble bath.
REV Revlon making more new highs now.
Skyjack said ExxonMobil at lows of the day right now. And here comes the markets coming in and trying to take out some lows of the day here.
That Reliance is considering a buyout of the company.
The all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with available Super Cruise for
India's Reliance. Shares hitting $3.79, up 92% at the high for Romeo Echo Victor. Revlon.
What's that? At that 367. What are the markets up? They're still up 0.5%. Doesn't look like it wants to, but I mean it is consolidating for the past what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Past 15 minutes, really? 14 minutes. Candles side by side, not really seeing a large pullback. Candle below previous candle's body. But here we go. We're starting to break below that support now. So now you're probably going to see that 365 pretty freaking quick. All right, let's take a look at that 365 strike put here and see if we want to jump into a quick put.
Report from Sina.com being circulated now on Alibaba and Financial says at present, source says at present central bank has not accepted Ant Group's application for setting up a financial holding company.
Oh, that's going to be a big move there for Baba. Check out Baba there if you got a chart up. Tell me if Baba starts moving.
The application being reviewed in China came earlier from Reuters, and now this report being circulated now.
Is it moving?
The application has not been accepted as of yet.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Nice drop there.
Bravo Alpha.
All right, SPY's starting to pull back. Let me see. Do I want to jump into this trade here?
371 BABA.
All right, I'm getting ready to go for the 365 strike put.
Tappable is how much you can take out of your home and still leave 20% in. $11 trillion in total, up 34% from a year ago. So really record low mortgage leverage today. And that's a significant cushion in case home prices soften.
All right, guys, I am in. I'm waiting to see what the fill price was there.
Close to the Great Recession, when 1 in 4 homeowners was underwater. So what about the riskier loans? Well,
Where the heck is it? It says it's an open order. What happened?
mortgages outstanding today. Compare that to 13 million in 2007, just before the subprime.
It's not giving a price. It's saying it's an open order. I put in a market order. Look at that. It's saying it's open still. Like, what the hell's going on?
10 million of those were facing resets. Mortgage delinquencies
Dude, how is that still saying it's an open order when it's a market order here?
currently past due.
This is crazy.
Delinquencies during the
Mine's not saying anything.
There are currently fewer past due.
Wow, this is nuts. What's going on? I'm just going to click cancel.
There are still about 300,000 borrowers who've exhausted pandemic-related forbearance programs and are still delinquent. So that's another one to watch. The real risk
Because there's no way I'm going to play with a trade here if I can't look at the price.
they can't make their mortgage payments.
I'd be out of that trade though now if I was in it. Man, I don't know what the hell happened there. Why did it not execute that trade?
Some grocery players, Kroger, Sprouts, Dollar General, Target, all lower today. Kroger
Man,
facing pressure
that would have been a nice gain there too.
to maintain the stock
What the hell
index
happened?
lower, despite yesterday's earnings beat and their raised guidance. Remember, I think it was Wells earlier in the week said the stock's days are numbered given where the economic trajectory is headed. Dow's down 40.
Order status. Yeah, that's something I definitely got to call TD about because I had a market order there and it didn't fill for about 40 seconds. Did yours fill?
Yeah, it did.
And were you able to get out? Or are you still in?
Still in at the moment. I'm out of there.
I want to take it up, and now they're not. And for this crew, sailing's anything but smooth. Catch an all-new episode of Below Deck Sailing
I don't know why that did not go in.
on Bravo.
Here's that order right here. I want to know what the heck happened with that.
Remember for something else. This is how we're gonna remember it.
This is it, the final chapter, streaming now.
You see there, like it says the time that it was open.
Text the next day.
Right here, I don't know what happened with TD Ameritrade, and I can't. There goes Spy pulling back again. But you see right here, entered at 10:16, right? And then you can see I canceled it there at 10:17:32. I was literally in that trade almost an entire minute there, and you can see it was a market order. It was a market order there. Did not fill. That's insane. There goes Spy pulling back again here. Let me try to do that again, see if I have that problem again. If it does, I got to give them a call. That is not right. All right, here we go. We're pulling back again here. June 17th, 365. Put. Market. Review. Getting ready to go if it drops below that 366.50, 365.50 there. Okay, I placed the order. Let's see if it fills. Bro, still not filling. Still not filling. What's going on? And look at that drop there. What the hell's going on? Man, look at that drop. Nothing. Nothing.
Welcome back. Miami has built itself as the crypto capital of the United States, but after this week's drop in prices...
Bro, do you see this? Why is it not filling?
I don't know, mine just did. I was in and out just there, and I caught that.
Kate Rooney is in Miami, and she has more on that. Kate?
This is insane.
Crypto investors here in Miami are now feeling the pain as prices go bust. Many have really bet their careers on this industry.
And look at the market dropping here. I'm literally missing out on a ton of money here. Look at it. It's still a live order. It's saying a market order.
Crypto investors and NFT investors, but how much and how quickly prices of currencies and then digital collectibles like the ones on the
Dude, look at it dropping too.
Many moves here during the pandemic and a bull market. Miami's crypto bull outside of Miami-Dade College was one symbol of that hype. There's even Miami.
Look at the market dropping. And like that put did not fill. I'd have a huge gain on it. What is going on? Let me show you guys. Here it is right here. Here's the order.
Treasuries at DMO.
Here's the current time, 10:21. I put it in here, 10:20. It's a market order, and it still hasn't filled. Market order, still hasn't filled. 50 contracts, market order. It's been over a minute.
What kind of these technologies survive?
Skyjack said his Thinkorswim isn't working either.
And I think that's what remains to be seen. But
Still did not fill. Still did not fill. Dude, that's a big problem. I gotta go call them up. I'm missing out on a ton of money. The market is tanking here. Market's freaking tanking and nothing's going on. I missed a big trade there too, Skyjack said he's having issues with TD Ameritrade. Captain Thomas said he's having the same problem here. Wow, look at Spy dropping. Look at Spy dropping. That trade is up 60 cents since entry on 50 contracts. 50 times 50, that's $2,500. I'd be up right now. And she's still dropping there. I mean, what is she at right now? This is crazy. I'm clicking refresh here, guys, and it's still same thing. At least we got this on camera right now.
Yeah, Kate, I mean, listen, Miami's benefited from an influx of people.
Here it is right here, still.
I know he is very aggressive in getting businesses to relocate, but how important has crypto and that wealth of...
Here it is, guys, still open order. It's an open order, a market order that's still not filling with TD Ameritrade. Everyone else is saying they got the same problem.
Real-time dialogue with financial institutions about emerging threats.
Man, look at what that trade's at right now. I'd be up $3,000 on that trade. Here it is right here. See the time up here? It says 10:23. That trade was placed 3 minutes ago. Over 3 minutes ago as a market order. It's now at 251. When we were looking at that, it was at $1.16, bro. It's up $1.40. 50 contracts times $1.40. That's $7,000 I'm missing out on right now. That's crazy. That is crazy.
The CDC advisory panel to vote on Saturday on whether to recommend COVID-19 vaccines for small children.
That is insane. Wow. I gotta get off here and go give them a call. I can't make any trade. Any one of you guys having problems with Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade, could you not place that trade?
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Let's see. William Perkins said same problem there. Wow, that's a massive issue right there with TD Ameritrade. Guys, that's market manipulation. Each TD Ameritrade, we could easily file a class action lawsuit against them for that. We just missed out on $7,000 on that trade because of their systems. Their systems were down. That was for 50 contracts of that.
And it's very opaque. A lot of it's actually mostly offshore, and it's starting to unwind. And that's a painful process. And it's also unclear exactly when you...
1017 was our entry on that. Our original entry. Do you see where it was at 1017?
But I think ultimately it's fundamentally a positive thing.
Chad, help the viewer understand.
That 360, 366. She just dropped down to almost 363-ish. They said all brokers are having the same problem. Unbelievable.
Yeah, look, I mean...
David, it's not the browsers. You can't just switch to Chrome. It's the brokers. Man, that is horrible. That was a big trade. We'd be up $7,000 on that trade. Why are they not addressing this issue?
Showing good momentum across the board.
And I think it's really unfortunate that people lost money, and I think it will, in some ways, set back the space because...
I'm going to message TD Ameritrade right on their freaking business page on Facebook here.
On the other hand, the fundamental technology here and the adoption curve that we see, institutions that are coming in, how you can get your financial system to operate at the speed of the internet, those are things that need to happen, and they're going to keep happening. And, you know, you had a lot of failures after the dot-com bubble, and it didn't change the adoption curve fundamentally to the internet. I think that's the same mental model we need to use here.
Yeah, innovation and speculation do often go together as well. Bring a lot of capital with them, which can ultimately be a good thing. This is a good opportunity for you, Charles, to just tell people what your company does. What does Paxos do, and how are you positioned for the future that you're describing?
I can't believe it didn't fill those orders on a market order.
We power PayPal. And
that is making me really upset about that.
A lot of different big firms. In fact, there's about over 600 million end users that can be powered through the partnerships that we have.
That's insane. Everyone's saying there in the trade room there that there's the same issues there. Unbelievable. $7,000 I missed out on there. Dude, that's sickening. That's really sickening. You know, like, I'd expect that from Robinhood. I wouldn't expect that from E-Trade or TD Ameritrade. Markets are all red now, too. Everything's pulling back. Let's see. Cam said same problem on TradeStation. Unbelievable. Watch, they're probably going to stop the retail trader from entering as the markets freaking collapse now. You know, that's probably what's going to happen. You'll see the markets tank. Markets are already red now. They were up a 1.5%. And now we can't make trades. You know who's winning, though? The freaking institutional funds. They can make trades. We're all sitting here. We can't use TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, nothing. We're limited as a retail trader. You know, that's market manipulation right there. There you go. Markets at new lows of the day again. Look at that. Captain Thomas said it's fixed at Fidelity. Let me see if I could jump into another trade here. Man, that really upset me.
And in some sense, this problem that's occurring
And by having the right type of framework for what is a stable coin, what is a security, what is a token, it's going to allow there to be more widespread adoption over time. That's why we've always approached regulatory first model, not just because we thought.
Let's see. I'm getting the 363 strike put ready to go here.
You could create the biggest outcomes, the biggest adoption curve. Having the internet based financial system that can be 24/7 is a real fundamental shift, and it allows anybody in the world to enter it. But if you don't set it up the correct way, you can have failures like this, which is really unfortunate instability. And that's where regulation.
I placed the trade. Let's see if it goes through. Still not. There we go. It's filled now. At $1.75, I'm in. I'm in at $1.75 on the 363 strike put.
People wonder why. And I think when you have regulation and when you have
I already got a nice gain on that. What did I say my entry point was?
strong house.
Hey, finally, Charles, the Bitcoin, is there any doubt that it benefits from having all these other coins get tossed in the trash?
I actually think this is positive for Bitcoin. And I think.
What did I say my entry point was? Do you remember?
When Bitcoin starts to bottom, because it's the largest, it's the most liquid, it's the most widely adopted. It's the second largest held asset class in the world after gold, interestingly. And so I think when we see that hit bottom, I think then we'll know that we're getting close to the bottom of the sector, because it is the bellwether.
MRK, SGEN, Merck Eye's purchase of biotech Seagen. Seagen has
There's thousands of tokens. And there's going to be a
I
process.
trust in this market with all these issues.
Some of these projects work and some don't. Just like Mayor Suarez was saying. Here is an opportunity.
That's Michael Romeo Kilo, Sandy Golf Echo November.
With the human talent and capital and continue to invest it. And that's, I think Bitcoin is absolutely here to stay.
Shares of Seagen spiking 161.79.
And less ideas that are pretty marginal getting funded.
On that headline again, Merck Eye's purchase of Seagen, according to Wall Street Journal.
Have a great Father's Day.
Other unnamed suitors also looking at the company.
Well, after the break, we're going to check in with Liz.
Deal is not imminent. Shares of Seagen now halted on a circuit breaker. Sandy Golf Echo November.
Sunday nights on Bravo.
We're all frenemies. You've been friends somehow or not somehow.
You are unaware of how other people view you. Arrogant and pompous, egotistical. Okay, but it's okay though. We all love each other.
All new Love Night Atlanta every Sunday at 9 on Bravo and streaming on Peacock.
Sales up. And this season, I want to take it up another notch. Party down. Let's count to revelations, count to revelations. Hold on for Bravo's most epic season of promotion.
So sick about that last trade there. You know? That was a hell of a move there. There we go. There's another nice drop here. Another nice pullback. $1.80 on those contracts there.
More than just good looks.
Come on, let's see that next pullback here. Let's go. Love to see that 360 by the end of today.
The SUV for all you love. Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an
Hey, when you got consolidation, that takes forever
That
here.
means that your goals are ours too. And Vanguard Retirement
There we
Goals
go.
advice can help you get
Come
there.
on, continue that pullback. Just one more red candle there. All right, I'm putting an order in to exit out of that trade. Out at 179. I don't know why I filled at 179 there. It was way below that. See, these things are really tricky. I mean, I made $4 a contract on 30 contracts. 4 times 30, I made $120 on that. But not bad. She's still dropping though. I got out of that early, but I just wanted to make sure I was gonna be able to sell it. So I'm okay with that. Nice one, 3 for 3, guys.
Home improvement delays. With inflation rising, home construction costs are also up 19%, prompting some people to hold off on making changes to their home.
She's still pulling back sharply. What's that trade going for now?
Stepping back from his duties as the company's board investigates alleged misconduct by the executive. This comes 2 days after the Wall Street Journal reported the WWE board was looking into McMahon for paying a former employee $3 million to keep her quiet about an alleged affair between the two of them. Carl, back over to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you very much. Courtney Reagan. Hey, to check on where we stand this hour. Dow session high was up about 240. We've lost that and then some here. Dow's down 165. Although we are seeing oil back to 1.
Were you in and on that one there, Dylan?
About a day trade.
Oh, really? I thought you had a cash account.
I do, but you have to have over 25K to take them into day trades.
No, not if you have a cash account, you don't. You could get around that pattern day trading rule if you have a cash account. You must have a
I
cash.
only have cash in my account.
No, but you have margin. Alright, let me see your thing there. I'll let you know.
Maybe I do.
Oh man, look at SPY still pulling back there. Ah. So there's that third day trade there. Oh man, look at that pullback there. That SPY, what's that going for now? Let me take a look quick. There's third day trade, 3 for 3, guys. Nice quick in and outs. We're up like what, $800 already today. SPY buy to open. We'll do another 40 contracts. We'll look at that 362 put if we continue lower. All right. Well, wait. I wanted to see that 363. What's that going for now? Oh man, that's going for 236 now. We sold it for 179. Oh man. You know how much that would have been? That would have been like $2,000. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this next one up, ready to go. Looks like we want to continue that pullback. Nice one though, guys. Quick gains. Happy with it.
Resuming right now in a high of 100.
All right, I'm getting ready to enter into this next trade here.
11.5% after the
I'm in at $1.51 at the 361 strike puts. In at $1.51.
CGen got a possible deal. That's sending off after November now at 162.60 SGEN.
With Jim in the 9. How do you explain that to people? I mean, there's a habit about it. People have obviously gotten it. First of all, it depends what you're measuring. I mean, on the weekly flows, there was a little bit of an outflow coming into the Wednesday period. So I don't know that we're necessarily talking about a huge rush in. But you know, I think that the math says you should be rebalancing into stocks right now if you're going to be following one of those programs. So I don't know how much you have to see an exodus from retail accounts, from wealth management. People are pretty bearish. I think one of my explanations for it is people hate bonds more than they fear stocks right now, and maybe that's about to change.
Come on, I don't want to see that climb there. I want to see that next breakdown. I don't want to see a candle here because if it's a candle, it's going to be a big green one.
I just can't see myself buying bonds or rotating into bonds at these Fed, this moment for the Fed.
Could get right back up to that 364 there quick.
I think was one of the more important things you said there. When are we going to get a test of that in a real way?
So do I want to take a small loss now or wait for it to get up to that 10 and then pull back again?
But guys, it's still going to be. I mean, everybody's going to say that's all. So what? That's the first half. It's like we're not worried about the first half. We're basing somewhere we're going to see later in the year and/or early 23.
But they'll start to tell you what to expect. Outside of energy, second quarter earnings are declining. Forecasts are declining. So you're seeing some rationalization. I think there's a real tough trick.
TXN, Texas Instruments. TI Cloud gets Hong Kong Stock Exchange approval for initial share public offering. That's Tango X-Ray November TXN.
Exit on that's going to be 364.
The company has to tell you what the margin is going to be. And that's why I think the reporting season, the pre-announcement season can help.
Yeah, not covering themselves in glory right now, but it's tough.
GMAB, GenMab announcing initiation of share buyback program. That's Golf Michael Alpha Bravo, GMAB.
Saunders. Lizanne, I'll start with you. You know, this NASDAQ comparison that I think got some attention this morning. I know Carl retweeted it. Just tell us what you're thinking there in terms of now versus 08.
Yeah, well, first, just to make it clear, what I tweeted was not a
And, there's never a perfect repetition.
Repurchase of up to 370,000 shares.
To continue the drawdown akin to what we saw back in 2008, but technically there's probably
Get ready, 364.
point about number one, X Energy.
That's Golf Michael Alpha Bravo GenMab shares moving to the highs, 2781, up about 3.25%. Golf Michael Alpha Bravo GMAB.
Is a story around profit margins. I fear that the next leg that hasn't yet been addressed is the weakness in the earnings stream. And I think we largely priced in the change in the liquidity environment, tighter financial conditions, even maybe the slowdown in economic growth, maybe not a deep recession. But I don't think what's in prices yet is the deterioration likely in earnings.
Why not?
Well, because we haven't really seen the needle move much at all in those estimates. And we think that not only is a recession much more likely, but it's possible that once the NBER dates it, we may find that as we're having this conversation in mid-June, that we're already in one, based on the fact that they go back to the peak in the aggregate data in order to date by month the start of a recession. And I think more than just what we're hearing anecdotally, what we're seeing on the consumer side of the economy, it's just there's been almost no budging on those forward estimates, and I think the bar is just a bit too high.
Urian, as for bonds, Mike just said maybe, who knows, but maybe the mood starts to change. You got Esther George this morning explaining why she thought 50 was enough. Kashkari's on the tape now saying, be careful about front-loading too much. Do we think that we're in some sort of pivot area right now?
Potentially, and I thought the whole conversation about 50 versus 75, it's not nearly as important as to where is the Fed going to end up, right? A week ago, it was in the low threes. Now it's around 4. It's a little bit lower since yesterday. But the terminal point and how far above what is considered neutral it's going to be, to me, that really is the most important thing. And, of course, how quickly you get there. But the bond market has already priced all of this in anyway. So, in a way, it doesn't really matter how quickly the Fed gets there because it's already priced. I mean, the Fed funds target rate is not a rate that anyone really uses, right? It's mortgage rates and treasury yields and corporate yields and the cost of capital, implied in the DCF model that are the most important. And
Come on, let's see that break below that 363.
On the show with her, I think for the first time, this has been a rapidly moving target. A few weeks ago, when the Fed was going to end at 3%. The fair value that you can calculate from that in terms of valuing the present value of future cash flows was around 16 or so. That number is now 14.5, 15. So it's a moving target. So as much as the market has derated, right, the forward S&P PE ratio has gone from 23 to 16, it may not be enough. And as Lizanne said, the earnings
A VR AR Glimpse Group shares hitting $3.54 at the high. Director purchase relatively small, 20,000 shares, but shares are moving here at $3.65 now, up almost 8%. That's Victor O'Neill Alpha.
Earnings never skipped a beat, so it was all valuation.
MACD's crossed, so I may exit for a small loss here if I do. So watching to see what it's going to do.
Doesn't fall, and maybe it won't fall, that this thing will not be over until investors get a cushion for the risk that it does fall. So in other words, if the fair value is 15 times forward earnings, maybe the market doesn't bottom until investors get a couple of points more than that to protect them in case it does. And that's when I'm going to start feeling more comfortable that this thing might be getting to a conclusion.
Right. Well, to that point, Lizanne, I mean, Urian mentions 15, and a lot of the arguments being made for 3K is 15 times $200. What is your earnings outlook? Is it that low? Is that a recession target? 200?
Well, first, Urian, thank you for your nice comments, and it's a pleasure to be on with you, too. I agree with the idea that valuation tends to both overshoot on the upside and undershoot on the downside. So
Come on, get that red candle there, below that 363. I don't want to see it break that 364 there.
As much as there are always quantifiable components to it, forward PE, we know what the P is, we know what the consensus for the E is, but it's really a sentiment indicator, or maybe better put, an indicator of sentiment. And that's always the unknown factor that is the big driver of valuation
too high on the upside, too much on the low side. I think we'll have a bit more color when we know what the plug in the denominator is once we get into second quarter earnings season. But I don't
Probably gonna
think
be exiting right here.
the stopping point is at some historic norm, especially if inflation doesn't recede in somewhat short order. That obviously, based on history, suggests the PE has to go down a bit further.
Urian, I want to come to you last here. I need you to keep your answer fairly short if you can. But, you know, you have a lot of interesting charts. I just stopped on inflation now versus the late 1960s. Why is that of importance, and what are you gathering, or what are people who are reading this supposed to gather from your decision to use it?
Well, I look at analogs fully aware that history doesn't repeat, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from different periods in time, and I've highlighted the 1940s as a very analogous period. And the reason I highlighted the 60s was that's when inflation went from being dormant after the 1950s to becoming a problem in the 1970s. It's also when the 60-40 paradigm flipped on its head, right? We went from negative correlations in 1960 to positive correlations between equities and bonds in the mid-60s. And so that's why I'm using a parallel. You know, 68 was a period of rampant speculation in the space and tech stocks. Any company with the word tronics in it was fair game. And so there are definitely similarities with the mid and late 60s then and now, but the inflation numbers are accelerating actually even faster now than they did then.
All right.
Nice. Keep that coming.
Lisanne, thanks to you as well.
130.
As we go to break, check out shares of Seagen.
Seattle Genetics, what we used to call it.
Yeah. Jumping after this volatility all the last few minutes as Dow Jones says Merck eyeing a purchase of the company.
We talked about this with Jim earlier.
A few moments
When
ago.
the stock was up only 3.5%, and then Jim was actually bringing it up.
Yes, he was.
You never know with him. I had not heard anything. Maybe he had. I don't know.
Well, we've reached out to both companies for comment, but that's going to get your attention up almost 17%.
Come on.
Down 170.
Break below that 363 here.
Something you gotta see.
She was just at $1.40. If we break below that 363, I'll be confident we'll be green on that. Just got that support right there at that 363. Gotta break below it.
A Target Con changes struck. And for this group,
I'm not here to babysit. It's her baby.
There we go, $1.43, $1.44, $1.45 on those, 147, almost in the green on that trade. Let's break below that 363, we'll be green. Come on.
We're a newscast. We have resources all over the world.
We were just almost green on that trade right there. Just got to break below that 363. Let's do it here, 151.
Weeknight 7 at midnight Eastern, CNBC.
The kids will make memories they're gonna remember for the rest of their lives.
That was our cost basis, right? 151?
There's always a chance.
What were you in at, Dylan?
I'm watching currencies now at the moment.
Okay. Come on, break down there. Break
US
down.
dollar is on a tear.
152, 155. There we go. We're in the green. Let's see that next breakdown.
With available Super Cruise for hands-free driving. Find new answers. Find
158, 159, 160. I'm out of that trade at $1.58. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And I had, what, 40 contracts there. So how much is that? And she's still pulling back there. Of course, I exited early, but that was a longer trade than I wanted to be in, you know? Did not want to be in that long, but here we go. Let me see. In at 151, out at 158, 1.58. Divide that by 1.51. That was a 4.64% gain. 4.64% gain. Net profit equals, let's see, we had 40 contracts times 7. 40 times 7 equals 280. Oh, that was a stressful one there. It looked like it was going to go against us for a bit, but did well and locked in that profit there. There we go. Let me just put here Was that third or fourth day trade?
I think 4.
Was it 4? Guys, was that the third or the fourth day trade? Man, that had a nice break down there.
The energy ETF ticker XLE on Facebook would be its worst week since March.
Skyjack's 2 for 2.
It has still had a very strong year. You can see up over almost 33%.
That other trade though, for that $7,000 gain, oh, that's still breaking my heart.
Just in the last 2 years. Here to help us understand it all, Ed Morse, City Head of Commodities Research. Ed, let's just start off with this.
And there you go, guys. Here was that. I think this is the 4 trade here. 4 trade, 4 for 4, 4.64% gain, net profit 280 on that one. You know, we could just keep going up there and look at all the profits that we locked in. There's 280 there. Let's calculate so far because it's 1050. So we have 280 plus.
I think it's negative demand expectations of the major driver on the oil side. Other things are going on in natural gas.
280 plus 120 plus.
You know, some of the European leaders wanting Zelensky to sort of kind of negotiate some sort of peace that might be a positive for the markets overall.
Yeah, that certainly is one of the 3 bits of noise in the market.
Plus this one. This is the third one. Plus 390. And let's see. Do we have another one? I think there's one more.
If there was an agreement on the political front, that we'd still have
Yep.
activity.
And then there's this one. So what's that? 4 for 4? Plus 225. We are up $1,015 on the day there, and what it was like just an hour of trading. It should have been a lot more if it was that if that one went through. But here was that first trade, 940. We were in that trade 27 seconds. Net profit $225 for a 3.93% gain. Next one was a 6.02% gain. Net profit $390 in a minute. Third trade, 2.29% gain in at 10.29 out at 10.33 for a net profit of 120. And then the fourth trade right here, in at 10.36 out at 10.47. That was an 11-minute trade there. That was a long time. Net profit $280 on that trade. So that was a nice job today. Let's see, John Rhodes, he just posted in the trade room, $560 gain, 35% profit on the SPY 363s. Nice job there, John. Nicely done there, team. Captain there, Captain's posting his gains there too. Nicely done, guys. Great job. Love this team here.
It's the dislocations that have occurred as a result of the European refusal, U.S. refusal to buy Russian oil, buy Russian products, buy Russian natural gas. So the market is looking from a European perspective.
It says we're interested in cooperation with China, but because of its potential and not due to recent geopolitical developments.
Nobody expected, and at the same time, because of the China slowdown, we're having the mirror image taking place in China with an increase in inventory, which is kind of just astonishing on how disintegrated the world has become. It is no longer one market. It is a bunch of different markets, some of which are pricing Brent up, but also we're seeing West African crude and a premium to Brent of a range of $6, even $13 a barrel. And at the same time, we're seeing a $40 discount of Brent from Brent to Russian crude. It's really a remarkable dichotomy that's emerging in the marketplace, and it's creating noise about where we think the forward curve is going to go. And I'd say we still think the forward curve is wildly overstating where the market will be by the end of the year, because these dislocations are going to get resolved to one degree or another, and we're already seeing pickup in non-OPEC production. Finally, we have the U.S. back at the 12 million barrel a day mark. It had been down at 10.2 million barrels a day, falling from the 13 million barrels a day.
Let's see, if we start to get a little breakout here, we'll do another day trade before we get off.
The big bull factor in the market that people are really ignoring has been the loss of U.S.
LMFA, LM funding.
Today would have been
Getting a
at
pop here.
14.7 or so million barrels a day.
That is how you do it, though. $1,015.
And if we hadn't had the pandemic and had not had that drop in drilling, I think that is even more critical than looking at.
I think we could get one more here, though.
From the swearing off of Russian crude product.
I think I might get the 365 straight call ready to go here if we start to climb a little bit off this bottom. It's going for about $1.55. If it starts to break out here, let's see. I'm going to get that ready to go.
The Deputy Prime Minister this week at the so-called St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Russian production is going to go up and Russian refining capacity is going to be more highly utilized. And we're not seeing a cutoff of Russian supply, but a reallocation of it to other parts of the world.
Ed, thank you. I appreciate that explanation. Quick reminder, by the way, we'll have our upcoming documentary, ExxonMobil at the Crossroads, of course, dealing with some of these issues, particularly production. Want to see what the Permian looks like? Take a look, 8 p.m. Eastern, next Wednesday.
Meantime, coming up on Tech Check, we're going to break down today's big tech movers. Musk's big plans for Twitter, obviously Adobe's earnings slump, and as we go to break, check out the biggest laggards on the S&P for the week as the Dow is hitting some session lows down 230. Don't go away.
All right, I'm going to get that ready to go. SPY's starting to break out here, so let's see. Trade, options, SPY, 40 contracts, Expo, June. Let's see here. We're going to look at the 365s. Call, market, review order. Now all I have to do is hit place trade. If we start to climb there, that's what I'm going to be picking up.
Your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take it.
All right, I'm jumping in.
Heavy volume now, Charlie Michael.
I am in at 167. I'm in at $1.67. I'm in. This is our 5th day trade. I'm in at $1.57. She's already at $1.80. Unbelievable climb there. It was a nice one. Let's see. Continued breakout.
Well, actually, we're from a lot of places.
178. 180. I'm selling. I'm out of that trade at $1.76. $9 on a contract there on another 40 contracts. 9 times 40. That is $360 profit. And here you go. After this, I really got to go to the bathroom here. Okay, so what was that? 1.76, divide that by 1.67. That's our 5th day trade, 5.39% gain. And that was literally 30 seconds. And that's 40 contracts, so let's see. 9 times 40 is 360.
So today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand, and make your home yours. Behr, exclusively at the Home Depot.
If you think all pots are exactly the same.
And here's that in the trade room. Nice job there, guys. How many of you guys were in and out of that trade?
This Capwix gushes 90% faster. Absorbs even more so you can feel dry.
And here we go. Here was that 5th day trade. 5 for 5 today, guys. We were in at 10.56, out at 10.56. In for 30 seconds, and we netted 5.39% gain on that trade. We picked up 40 contracts for $1.67, sold 40 contracts for $1.76. It's a 5.39% gain there, and we netted $360. 9 times 40 contracts, $9 times 40 contracts, $360 net profit, bringing our total up. What were we up? 1,015 before, right? 1,015 plus 360. We are up $1,375 for the morning on an hour and a half of work. Not bad. It's 11 o'clock, guys. That's going to do it for us for this morning. We are 5 for 5. Great job day trading, and this is what we're going to continue doing here each day, candle by candle, doing these day trades in and out, scalping, growing the account here, and getting ready for that next trade challenge. Spy's looking ready for that next climb here, so you guys could be ready for another day trade here, but I got to go use the bathroom here, so great job. 5 for 5 today, guys. Great job, and I will see everyone here live this afternoon for our live afternoon trade session for Day Trade Friday. Great job today, guys. Hope everyone had a great day, and take care. And if you guys enjoyed watching this live here with us, please go on YouTube there and subscribe to our channel. Click like and click that bell to get notified there. And you guys will get notified every time we go live, and we can continue making trades like this, scalping trades, options on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when SPY has expiration contracts. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I like to sit back and look for some swing trades there. But we certainly analyze the markets together. So great job today trading, guys. I will see everyone this afternoon. I'll be in the trade room for now. Great job. Watch for that next entry on SPY here. You'd be looking for a candle above 364. Candle with body closing above 364. That would be your entry, and you'd be looking for that 365 as a target for your next scalp or day trade. Great job today, guys, and I'll see everyone this afternoon. Take care.